In December of 2013, I began to feel listless, tired, and I thought, well, I was taking the flu. But later on, I discovered that my heart was giving me problems, and it wasn't pumping the fluid off of my body. I got to where I had to force myself to breathe. And they called an ambulance and they took me to Southeast Memorial Hermann. And they registered me into the hospital, and from there on, the doctors treated me for my heart problem. They told me that they would be able to monitor me just like I would be in the hospital monitored.
I was really interested in it. I thought it was a great idea. I want to see it work. And then they went through the setup, and that was really impressive. To get him used to the technology, and that didn't take that long, and I was glad to see that. It's simple enough for just about anybody to use. That's what I found.
I really didn't have any idea what it would be like until they started it, because I'd never talked to a piece of equipment like that and could get answers from them, and they monitored me, and that made me feel more comfortable with what was happening, because I knew that you had up-to-date information concerning my health, my weight, the heartbeat, what it was, and also it got me to taking my blood pressure every morning to see how it was doing.
He may have checked him when he felt like he had to, rather than checking him when you do it as a precautionary method, which is what this platform to me offers. This gets you get to a certain place, this maintains you there and keeps you going. That's what I liked about it.
Once you use it and you get it down in your mind as to how it works, it's not hard to keep going. Everything was plain enough and large enough for me to read. And also there was an audio voice that would give you read the questions to you that they were asking for. And with the two, it was no problem at all. It's very simple.
I think if you have a helping hand, even if it's a technological helping hand, it still is beneficial to you. It was a lot of help, because one thing is it gave me some security, knowing it gave him some security, because then it got him into a routine and maintenance to keep him going, and that's what we all wanted as a family.
You feel like you're more connected to them, because if you don't do it right, they'll make you do it over, and that's good. And if you have any questions, well, I don't feel good this morning and this is what's happening, and you can tell the doctor, and the doctor can prescribe the medicines that you might need from what the description that you've given them of how you feel, just like if you were sitting in their office.
I think it gave him some personal security. So he could check and he could do that, go through that routine with the Vivify platform and then say, okay, I'm good today, nothing's going wrong. And if he didn't do it, and if I wasn't here, I could call and say, hey, did you go through it? And he'd say yes, and I knew, because I said, well, if you don't, because Kim will call and then hell follows.
Or I could punch the button that says, I need help, and a voice would come on and give me an answer to the question I had. I would hear from Kim, and she'd want to know what the problem was.
Good morning. Calling to check on you today. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. I'm getting better every day.
Fantastic.
And we're able to do a video conference, and I literally have chills. It's the silliest thing, but I've talked to this man dozens of times, but all of a sudden one day I I called him and did a video call through the tablet that he's been using for, had for weeks on end, and then was back in his life again. So he knew what the patient experience was, but all of a sudden we added this other layer to it, and this voice that he'd been hearing, this person, and that's the thing, is it's not just a voice. There is that sense of security and that caring. I think they understand that someone cares about your health every day. I was able to visit with him, literally do a visit with him, without leaving the office. And it brought a nurse literally to his side in a whole nother way. And it really was an exceptional experience.
I noticed my energy level came up, and felt better. You have a better outlook on life. And after all, that's about all I got to look forward to now. It's something that when you come home from the hospital, and it keeps you aware of your treatment being continued. And also the fact that you can do it from your home is real good, because most of the time the hospital is quite a ways from where you are. And here you can do what they would do at the hospital at home in the comfort of your home.
It just provided a whole different level of care that we're not used to. I don't think anybody's used to. This is a great step forward, I think.
I think it's bringing medical treatment to a new area, and the highest being personal and still a piece of machinery. And I would recommend it to anyone else that wanted to be treated that way.